On Monday, January 22nd, 2024, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will host the Pran Pratishtha at the Bhavya Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, the birthplace of Prabhu Shri Ram. The highly anticipated historic moment is the culmination of centuries of patience the Hindus have had to reclaim their temple, which was destroyed to build a masjid by the barbaric Mughals. This is an extremely sentimental moment for us Hindus, and the journey has been far from easy. Here is how it all started. Ram Mandir existed at the Ram Janmabhoomi in Ayodhya, but in 1528, first Mughal emperor to invade India, Babur, got his general Mir Baqi to demolish the temple, and a mosque was constructed. Subsequent excavations have shown prominent structures which were very much in line of Mandir architecture from that era. The mosque was built over the birthplace of Lord Ram in Ayodhya's Ram Court. While it has always been a point of contention, the first time religious violence took place over the Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir was in 1853, during the British rule, which followed the Mughal rule in India. During the rule of Nawab Wajid Shah of Awadh, Nirmohi Akhada said that during Babur's era, a Ram Mandir was demolished to make a masjid. 6 years later, the British fenced the masjid where one part was used as a mosque and the other part the Hindus used for their prayers. In 1885, Mahant Raghubir Das filed an appeal in Faizabad High Court seeking permission to build a Ram Chabutra, a raised platform just outside the mosque. However, the same was denied. In 1949, 2 years after India's independence from British, an idol of Prabhu Ram appeared inside the disputed structure known as Babri Masjid. One Gopal Singh Visharad filed a petition in Faizabad District Court to worship the deity that had just appeared in what was the original mandir. However, one Hashim Ansari, another Ayodhya resident, approached the court and demanded removal of the idol. He said that the disputed structure be allowed as a masjid. The Congress government then locked the mandir. However, the pujaris were allowed to carry out the daily puja rituals. In 1961, Sunni Central Waqf Board filed a petition in Faizabad Civil Court declaring Babri Masjid as Waqf property. A petition was filed to restore the property as a masjid. By 1980s, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad decided to liberate the birthplace of Prabhu Ram, and mobilization has started. Vows were taken to construct a Bhavya Ram Mandir on the birthplace of Prabhu Ram. In 1986, the Ayodhya court ordered the disputed structure be opened for Hindus to offer prayers. In response to the same, the Muslim side formed Babri Action Committee. Following the court order, Rajiv Gandhi government at centre had to open the gates of the disputed structure. Till the court order, only a pujari was allowed to perform yearly puja rituals. But now Hindus were granted access and allowed to worship the deity. The structure, which was used as masjid since Babur's time, was now also a mandir. In 1989, the VHP initiated the construction work for the mandir next to the disputed property. Former VHP Vice President Justice Deoki Nandan Agarwal requested the masjid be relocated to another site as it stood on the very place Prabhu Ram was born. The 4 pending cases in Faizabad court were then transferred to special bench of High Court. In 1990, under the leadership of the then BJP President L.K. Advani, a Ram Rath Yatra was initiated to garner support for the Ram Mandir. The Rath Yatra started from Somnath in Gujarat on 25th September 1990 and was to travel all the way to Ayodhya. Advani would address as many as 600 rallies a day and cover approximately 300 kilometers in distance. A month later, on 23rd of October 1990, the then PM VP Singh gave permission to the then Bihar Chief Minister Lalu Prasad Yadav to arrest Advani. As soon as Advani crossed the Bihar-UP border, he was taken into preventive custody. In November 1990, the then UP Chief Minister Mulayam Singh Yadav ordered firing at Ram Bhakts in Ayodhya. Ram Bhakts were protesting peacefully when Mulayam Singh Yadav ordered to open fire at them. At least 40 unarmed Ram Bhakts were killed in police firing. 2 years later, on 6th of December 1992, karsevaks gathered at the Ram Janmabhoomi and razed the disputed structure of Babri Masjid to the ground. Thousands of karsevaks gathered from across the country and in presence of leaders of VHP, BJP and Shiv Sena climbed the disputed structure and brought it down with hammers and such tools. BJP's Kalyan Singh was the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh at that time, and he had instructed the state administration that not a single bullet will be fired upon the karsevaks in a bid to maintain law and order. However, considering the sensitive nature, communal violence erupted across the country. In December 1992 and January 1993, multiple incidents of violence took place. In Pakistan and Bangladesh, the two Islamic countries that were once part of undivided India, hundreds of Hindu temples were razed down. In March 1993, underworld don Daud Ibrahim, Tiger Memon and others conspired and executed serial blasts in Mumbai, killing over 250 people. Many such terror attacks took place in India over the years as a revenge for demolition of Babri. In February 2002, a train returning from Ayodhya carrying karsevaks was set on fire in Godhra in Gujarat. 59 karsevaks were burnt alive. This triggered communal riots in Gujarat. Narendra Modi was then the Chief Minister of Gujarat, who had taken office less than 4 months before the carnage. When he appealed for reserve forces from neighbouring states to control law and order, the 3 Congress-ruled states of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra did not cooperate. In 2003, the Archaeological Survey of India carried out survey at disputed site and found evidence of significant Hindu complex beneath the mosque. This, of course, was disputed by Muslim side. In 2010, Allahabad High Court delivered its judgment of 4 title suits and divided the same into 3 parts. 1/3 to Islamic Waqf Board, 1/3 to Nirmohi Akhada and 1/3 to Ram Lalla Virajman. The same was challenged by Sunni Waqf Board as well as Akhil Bhartiya Hindu Mahasabha in the Supreme Court. In 2011, all 3 sides appealed against the High Court order in the Supreme Court, which was stayed by the Apex Court. Finally, on 9th of November 2019, a 5-judge bench of Supreme Court issued a unanimous verdict of ordering the 2.77 acres of land be transferred to the trust and a temple be constructed. The Muslim side was given 5 acres of alternate land to construct a mosque. On August 5, 2020, Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for construction of the Bhavya Ram Mandir at Ayodhya. On January 22, 2024, with Pran Pratishtha of the idol of Prabhu Sri Ram, the dream of millions of Hindus who have waited patiently for this day is coming true. As we witness this historic movement, let us not forget the sacrifices made by our ancestors to make this possible. The king is finally coming back home. Jai Shri Ram.